Okay guys, check this out. I've found out how the replay cameras work. There's a specific replay camera type, and it is type 0, fixed heading. So these types of cameras, I mean the other types have this too, but it is very important for this camera type that you understand what these formerly unknown rotate values are. And when I was fixing this track here, it's called Dolphin Coaster, I found out that thanks to ChatGPT, without ChatGPT I wouldn't have come to this point, that this is a rotation matrix. So what is a rotation matrix? I will show you. Thanks to Andre Gaschler, we have this wonderful tool here, and this is a rotation matrix. So you've got this these angles here, and you can simply let me show you something. So we have that's our tool. So I will just jump into this video very shortly. It's German, so just forget what to do the talking.
Willst du wissen, wie dir die Drehmatrix dabei 1? Prima. Aber wie funktionieren Drehmatrizen im Dreidimensionalen?
So he's talking about a rotation matrix, how it's working in the 3D universe.
Im dreidimensionalen Koordinatensystem
So this is very important here.
kannst du einen Vektor entweder um die x1, x2 oder x3-Achse drehen.
So he's talking about a vector, and you have to imagine that this point here is our replay camera. Let me show you. So this camera here, it's not placed bad, so I've had to reassign it with the automatic function, because it was somewhere here or here, because this track has a new track shape, and unfortunately track editor doesn't you have to fix a lot of stuff on tracks where the track shape is changed, like objects and stuff. So this camera here, you have to imagine it has this rotation matrix, and so you have x1, x2 and x3. So it's kind of complicated. Let me have a look in my documentation. So x1 would be this, and it would be like the, how do you say, the forward axis. So when you turn the angle, you can do like a barrel roll with an airplane. I hope you understand what I mean. So it's I can't explain it. It's just x1. So it's like the barrel roll angle. I call it like that because it's easy to recognize. And x2 is like tilting the camera forward and down and up. So it would be like when you make you have to imagine you're flying an airplane, and you lower your position, you fly down, and that's basically this angle. Like when you're doing a looping, that would be the perfect to remember. Like basically you're doing a looping with an airplane, and this axis you change when you're doing a looping. And then there's x3, it's like the most common axis we need. I will just show you what it does. So I have an, yeah, this is maybe good to imagine. So this is basically the camera I'm, no, it's another camera. So you have this view here, and it shows, it views right to the waterfall. There's the one crystal lake, I think, or no, I don't know how it's called again, but it's Dolphin Cove. So you have this waterfall here, and in the original track it has a really nice position, the replay camera, but on modded tracks you have to reassign everything. So this is like the angle. Let me show you. So I've turned down the zoom, and normally the camera has a little zoom into it, little much zoom into it. So this would be this angle, and so it is 239 degrees, and you have to imagine it is when you open a track and you don't change the view or anything, the Y angle goes up and it turns left. So you have your 239 degrees here showing right to the waterfall. And what I tested, I removed 180 degrees, so I get 29.5, and this is how it looks. So it was the proof for me that this must be the X3 axis in the rotation matrix. And yeah, this is let me show you the other examples. So we have, so this is like the angles we need to use, because I'm I'm being honest, I don't know how the hell a rotation matrix works, so I use those angles here. And so the X3 axis is the Y angle, and let me have a look at the X angle, what it was again. Yeah, the X angle is the, when you're doing a looping, the X, I think it was X2. So this is like the X angle in this format. Yeah, here's another picture, and here, and now the Z angle is basically the barrel roll. So yeah, this is basically it about the replay camera. You don't want to modify those values here by hand, you just use these angles. So let's have a look at our replay, because so this is a modded track, and yeah, you just have to fix those cameras, and I'll just show you what I mean.
2, 1, go!
So here's the lighthouse section, where somewhere here the replay camera is positioned. Now this is our first replay camera with the fixed heading, and as you can see it has still zoom in it, and I want to keep that, but it is obviously viewing a completely wrong angle, because it is set like the original track. So let's try to fix that. And this is our replay camera. So as you can see from the game, it is viewing somewhere here. So let's change, let's just try to change it. It is a very tedious process because you have to copy all those rotation values. I think I will just show you how the angles are. I will not fix it because it would take way too long, but I'll just show you what we will have here when I put all those values in. So ideally you have a tool for setting the angles. I don't know how EA has done that in the past, but they certainly had some tool to create those angles. Maybe just exactly this one, who knows. So we have we need to set degrees. So we have our X angle is 7. What was the X angle again? Ah yeah, that's our X angle. So yeah, you can see that it is not extremely high, but you can see it is something like 10 degrees. So let's turn it down. Yeah. What do we do here? Maybe minus 15. But wait, I must not change it yet because we have to see. So if 87 was what was it again? The Y angle. Ah yeah, that's this one. So let's have a look what 87 is. 87. So 87, and it shows somewhere here. It's actually no, we have, so it shows somewhere here, but we want it to go here. So we have to lower the degree. So let's take I need to write down those values. So I'll just show you a quick example of how to fix such replay cameras. So the X angle we can do minus 15. The Y angle, it's 87, so let's do maybe 10 degrees less. 87, let's try 75. Oh, that was very close. 75. And what was the last thing again? 5 degrees. Oh yeah, that's our barrel roll angle. We don't need to change that, it's okay. So let's try what we get when we insert those angles. Minus 15, 75, and let's take those 5. Now what I'm gonna do is I insert those values in the replay camera, the fixed heading. Let me just do that real quick. Press OK, save it, and reload the track, the replay, and let's see what we get.
3, 2, 1, go!
Dang, it's really cool actually. So this is how you do it. I will probably move the camera a little bit, because it's automatically set to the to the road, and I will just move it a little bit high and a little bit more here. Gonna save with Control S and reload the replay. And it should work then. Awesome. How cool is that? How cool is that? Now I could change the barrel roll angle a bit to be more flat, you know. It's set to 5 degrees. Yeah, let's do that really quick, because I am a perfectionist. Let's put this to 0. But overall it looks not bad. Actually really cool. The zoom is also not bad. So let's just do it again. So again guys, I don't know at all how this works. I'm just super happy that ChatGPT told me it could be a rotation matrix, and luckily it is, and luckily we have this tool thankfully from andregashler.com. I downloaded the website in case it goes ever down. So yeah, this is really important to have when you want those type O replay cameras working. Did I forget something? Oh, that looks great. Okay, save and reload the replay.
Three, two, one, go!
Awesome. Now it's more convenient. So yeah, this is actually it about the replay camera stuff. I will add a second video to this one, so it's because I found it all out in one turn. So what I actually wanted to say was I also found out how animated objects work, and I will do this in a separate video. So we'll be right back. Okay guys, so I've been wondering, so this is the video about the animated objects, and I've been wondering what yeah, this is like this is an animated object here. Let me just show you where it actually belongs. I took it from, so this is North Country, my recent fix, so the Need for Speed 2 conversion from Ryan T and very yeah, much other people who put work in. So this is the roller coaster here, and let's have a look at the animation data. So yeah, the animation delay is pretty easy, so it's just how fast should the delay work. So smaller numbers make the animation faster, and like when you put 150 here, it goes very slow. And yeah, our animation data, it works like a table, so you have this numerous numbers here, and the maximum is 47, so going from 0 to 46, and every number here has a position where the object will be. So like you can see, the positions here are very similar. They change a bit, so it's actually easy to recognize, to understand what this is. You can make it easy yourself, and when you do an animated object, you can just use an object like this, and you can see when you move it that this position here will change. So this is very important when you want to do animated objects, because you can just move it around, and let's put it on the rail here. And I don't know if it's possible. Ah, yeah, I can rotate it. Ah, that was wrong. So you don't need to rotate it now, because you will do that in the animation data. Oh, that was not good. Ah, damn. Ah, here it is. Okay, where to click it. Sometimes it's difficult to click an object, because you can click another one instead. So a little bit high. So it's now on the rail somehow, and you can just use these positions here, these coordinates, for your animation data later, when you actually do an animated object. So, but I've been wondering what for some weeks now, what these multipliers are, and I've been tinkering, like maybe Dennis Auro has forgot some data to add here, but luckily this is all complete. So we have 4 multipliers, and yeah, I've been wondering what this is, and luckily in this tool here we have also the quaternion, I don't know how to say it in English. Let me just
Quaternion.
quaternion. So what we need again here is some angles. So let's just say got the positions, and we want the object to be in a specific angle, so we don't want it to be like this. We want it to go here, and maybe with some x2 angle, like up and down when you're doing a looping with an airplane, this angle. And in order to do this, we need the quaternions, because this is basically this. Now these are completely different values, and that's just because these are the raw values the game puts out. So let me just show you what I mean. So I've tried different things out, and I've found out that you can put a maximum of, let me just calculate it. So we're basically talking about bytes here. I've tried to put more than 32,768. Wait. Yo. So this does not work because it is too high. But you can put a 7 here and it would work. Oh, this is also very important. When you put a new number here, you must not click OK. You need to change to another number first to make it work. So we have this 32,000 here, and it is way too high because the maximum, I've lost a lot of time for this. The maximum you can put here is I don't know how many bytes that is. But we have to divide by 2, and the maximum you can put here is 16,384. So this would be like a 1. I will just show you on another track. So this is hometown, basically. It's a retexture from HA. And we've got our plane somewhere here. Let me just search it. Here's the plane. So I've had a look at this plane because it also does a barrel roll, and it has a very long animation data. It goes down to 140, and as you can see, num0 is here 16,384, and the rest is just O. And after working with the rotation matrix for the replay cameras, I've came to the conclusion that these must be quaternions. But I want to show you something, because I've had a look here and I've seen that no matter where I am, no single value goes beyond the 16,384, and that's basically my conclusion, that these must be quaternions. And so I've been tinkering around with some test objects, and yeah, this is basically my test object. So it's the roller coaster, and I've made a very simple animation. It will just go from here to here, to here, to here, and back to here. So basically a how do we say, a square, to see what how the animation behaves and stuff. So I've tried putting a 90-degree here. So wait, we have to look at our angles again, because it uses the same I forgot it, the rotation matrix. So with the x1, x2, x3, need to check again which is what. So y, yeah, the y angle is the like the actual turn angle. So I've put everything to 0 because I only wanted to make this object like actually turn. So let me just show you how the object looks when it is all set to 0, just that you get a view on it. It's also new for me, so I can't make it quick, and it's like a documentation for myself yet. So let's put this to all to 0 and make sure that it is applied. That looks good. Yeah, always make a backup. Okay, let's have a look.
Three, two, one, go!
So you can see the animation is very slow, and I've let's have a look at what I've set here. So yeah, animation delay 148. Maybe I can show you what it does when it is set to 30, for example. So this is basically our animation speed. There's another object here for testing, but I've had to make a more simple animation. So this is like no animation at all. It just moves around. And I will just show you a quick
random player card.
Quick example of the animation delay. So you can see that the object is moving much faster now, very much more fast. So sorry about that. I hope you didn't hear it. Sometimes OBS can make strange noises. So this is like our animation speed. Let's put it back to 148 again. So now we want the object animated, and yeah, you could see it just moves around like this. So let's give it a 90-degree angle. I just have to think about how which direction it is. I think it was left. I don't know. I think I used minus 90. Okay, let's just try. So we want it to turn around, and this is our quaternion. So, but we have to calculate it to fit into our track editor format. So what we have to do now is the following. So we have our 0 here, and our second multiplier we need to calculate. So what we do is first we need to put it to a commata, and I'm gonna make open a second calculator because we need this. So what we do, we take no, let's, for simplification, let's do without the minus. I think it was actually the right the right angle. I think it was actually plus. Okay, we take our 16,384 multiplied by this value, and we get a 11,585. Now we have to remove this after the commata, and you can see the third value is also 0, and the fourth is again the same as the second one. So pretty straightforward. Now this is like the starting animation, and the last animation is the same as the first one, because it is always visible, and it just has to be the same for no animation glitches, so we don't get any animation glitches or anything like that. So let's go to our first number 1, so it's actually number 2, and it will be here. And now we have 90 degrees here, and here we want to have 180. So I put a 180 here, and we have a 1 at the second multiplier. So 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. Our next animation will be here, and we want a 270 degree. Now here comes a minus right before the fourth multiplier, so this is again 11,585. Second multiplier, the same, just with a oh, this is also very important. You can't just put a minus here, you have to do it somewhere else and copy it. This is very important. Or just, you can just import a animation text file. So now we want a 360 again. So 360 is basically 0, so let's put a 0 here. So the last value will be 1, and in our track editor it is 16,384. So the last value will be 16,384, and our number 4 we already have made. So let's have a look at it, if everything is how it's supposed to be. Then click OK and check if it has applied the changes, and then save, and let's have a look
Random player card.
what we will have.
3, 2, 1, go!
I'm very curious actually, because I used a 360 angle, and I think it was wrong because it had some weird animation, but let's see how it is. Ah, okay, so it's the wrong direction. Oh. Yeah, it has some strange animation. But you can see it kind of works. But it gets stretched a bit, but this is unfortunately this is like the game works, I think. So let's try the minus degrees. Minus 90. Minus 585. Yeah, 585 minus and plus. Yeah, it's already set, and we want the last to be the same. Now we have a minus 180. It's minus 1. Now we have to copy it. And have our minus 270, which is both minus 11,585. 5. Okay. Now we have, so minus 360 is actually 0, so let's take 0 again, and we have our 1, and that's it. Press OK. Save it, and let's see what happens.
Random player card.
3, 2, 1, go!
Now we have a somewhat no, it doesn't work. Ah, okay, that's because it is a 0 instead of a minus 360 angle. So I actually have to use minus 360. Damn, I didn't know that. So we actually have to use minus 360. I really didn't know that. Okay. So we have a minus 1 here instead of a 1. Minus. So we can't put a minus here, so we have to copy it. 16,384. And then we have, maybe let's make it secure. Like the first is a minus 90 degree. So actually we could use the same at the last animation, but I think it gives some strange animation, so let's use minus 450 for the last animation. Let's have a look. So instead of minus at the second multiplier, we have a plus and a minus at the end. Minus 11,585. Okay. Now I'm very curious. I didn't try it out before like that. I'm gonna make sure to. Okay. Now I'm very curious.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh. Yeah, there's happening something very strange. It somehow turns the wrong way, but I don't know why. So the first two animations are correct, like it should turn to the right. But the fourth animation is wrong for some forsaken reason. So the first, like from here to here it turns right, then from here to here it turns right too, but from here to here it turns left. So I don't know why that is. But so this is 0, 1, 2, 3. So let's have a look at the 3. It is minus 1. What was minus 1 again? Minus 360. What happens when we use 360? We still have a minus 1. Ah, wait. It is actually wrong. Wait, we have the 90, 180, 270, 360. It should actually work. And what happens if I put a 0? I have a 1, okay. So let's try the plus again. And always remember, change to another number first. And double check. Okay, let's have a look again.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, there's something terribly wrong. I don't know why. but I don't want to make the video too long, so I will have a look at that without you guys, and I'll make an update on that one. Okay guys, I think I found out why I've had the strange animation. I put a minus, where was it? I put a -1 here instead of the 16,384, so that might be fixed now. So I'm just trying out how it looks in game, but I think the minus degree is wrong. I actually thought it would turn left-wise. So when you put a 90-degree angle, it goes from top to left, like in German we would say gegen den Uhrzeigersinn. But I'll just show you real quick. So it turns left because I was using minus degrees. Now it turns left. Now it turns left. Turns left again. And it turns left again. So it all turns left. So let's try to use the positive values. Okay, we take a 90-degree for the initial start. That's our 11,585. Let's just copy that. So we go to our number O and put it like this. Now we go to our last animation, which is the same as the first one. And that's it now. So this is 90 degrees. Let's do the 180. Is 1. Now I would do the same error and put simply a 1 here, but we will do a 16,384. Now we need our 270, which is plus 11,585 and minus, which is already minus. Now we want a 360 and we have our -1, which is actually there already. And our last animation is this. So let's have a look again.
Three, two, one, go!
Nice, okay. So this is finally what I wanted to do. Now it looks very, yeah, unrealistic. Now you have also this red stretching sometimes, but you need to understand that this is a very, how do you say, challenging animation for the game, because you actually simulate a 360 turn. And most objects, like let me show you this windmühle here. So you see that here it started the animation, so it just does a 90-degree angle. so it doesn't do a full 360. Somehow on this object it actually looks good, but on an object like this one it somehow gets stretched a bit, but I think this is better than nothing. Let me just show you that one Lego guy who smashes your car with a hammer. Oh, you will now get to see the weird object which I fucked up because I put my hands in it. So I've got this Lego guy here, or whatever it is. Animation, because it doesn't do... Oh, you can see it also stretches a bit. Like when it goes down, you see it gets a little bit smaller. But yeah, I think you can't make it perfect, but it is better than nothing. And here's our screwed up object, which I changed the position to. It floats somewhere in the air. It's actually really funny. But let's fix the... Let's try to fix... yeah, I want to do a 45-degree angle here, so it doesn't uses the 90-degree angle. So what did I do? I did the 90 degrees. Let's take 45 for a more realistic animation. Okay. I just won't talk too much because I can then concentrate more. Okay, 16384. Oh. Mal 0.3 6269 6269 16384 15136 136. Do the same with the last animation. Now we add 90 degrees here. 135. Let me just make 100% sure. 135. Oh, that's the same values I've used for num O and the last nums. This is very interesting. I can just exchange them. $15,000, put it here. So you can see that there's some system going on here. And plus 90 225. Now I would just oh no, that's again the same value. We can use it again. 11. So you can orientate a little bit. So you see 0.92. It's somewhere near 1, and 1 is 16,384. So it must be something like this, 15,000, which is next to it, which is very near to 16,000, so it must be our 0.92. And where does it want it to be? The second multiplier. Last one is 0.382 again. It's this one. Add another 90 degree. 315. Where does it want it to be? The second multiplier. And minus 15,136, and our last animation is the same as the first one. And let's have a look.
Three, two, one, go!
Okay, nice. So you can see now that the positions where the next animation, where the animation switches, you can see now that it is 45 degree angle instead of the 91. But let me check this. There's something wrong, I think. Oh no, it's okay. Yeah. 45. This is a 45. Wait. Let me just check this. Ah, okay, it just looks like it would be 90 degrees. Okay, nice. Nice, okay, so you can see it is more realistic, if you can even call it like that. So it doesn't turn at 90 degrees, but instead 45. Yeah, so again you can see the stretching like it would probably be in a matrix. So yeah, this is basically my current information about the animated objects. I didn't try the other angles yet, the other axes, but it would be pretty straightforward. So you can go and try yourself, and yeah, at the moment this is all I got for you. So see you in the next video.